Just been vibing, absolutely chill. I woke up 3 o'clock, it's getting earlier. Fell back to sleep. Just been relaxing a bit after a super emotional day yesterday. Phone rings, KB said Makoto wants you at the Mud Pond Complex right away. Jesus, so world's fastest shower. Got to grab my waders, go and get my mud ponds fertilised. So I do believe, oh, that's the ones. Get them bad boys in and off we go. Also get a couple of Boss Rainbow blends out the fridge. It's a banger, that one. And it's absolute El Scorcho out here again. It's like another 30-degree day. God, I'm ready for this. Oh, I crack up. I just seen his truck, he was in Fish House next door. Bobbed in, said good morning, just went, go. Well, that's handy. I'm here, but it doesn't look like anybody else is. See if I can find some bags of chicken shit. That is the plan, guys. So I did mention it the other day. So now we have eggs. Looking at the hatching time, it's going to be hatching Kuroku Senbetsu, which is the first selection, where we just pick all the black ones with them being Showa. And then, yeah, so to sync with that sort of timeline, we need about 7 days, fertilise around the edge of the pond with chicken manure, and get all that Daphnia absolutely rife, ready for their release. What day it is, look. Unbelievable scenes. Even this is pretty stunning out here. I remember coming, did some work experience out here back in the day. Just epic. You sat there picking through your fish in this. Madness. So that's that job done. You should see that kicking off soon enough, but look at the water in here. Quite unbelievable at the minute. See fresh water coming in as well. Not quite as natural as you might often think. Oh, fucking hell. I was laid in bed half an hour ago. Took 2 tins of coffee down, a shower, I got my sweatsuit on. Whew. Oh. So hopefully this might have settled down now. First pond. Yeah, you can see it there, look. All the cluster of chicken shit, which is just going to hopefully become absolute mounds of Daphnia. God, it's exciting, isn't it just? And this, I mean, oh dear. What a life, what a life. Unless I find something else to do today, this could well be the world's shortest video. I'm sure there'll be something somewhere. I'll no doubt go up and stare at my eggs for a little while as well. And actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go up to the pond where the female, my Dainichi Toyota Showa, has been released. And I want your help, guys. I think now, given that we've got eggs, I'm not going to, what's the word, try and curse it, but I'll show you these Sankey fry in a minute as well, that we saw the other day. They're absolutely buzzing. I think it's time to name the fish. Now, I was actually set on Saisho, which basically is the Japanese translation as first. Quite like the word as well. And then somebody suggested Mrs. Toyota. I'm not quite stuck on the Mrs. bit, but Miss Toyota, I'm actually quite keen on. So, for me, it's between those two. Saisho, number 1, or number 2, Miss Toyota. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And here, we have a shit ton of baby Marusho Sankey. Grown since the other day, that's for sure. And a little frog just vibing. But yeah, they're looking fine. It's exciting to see that, the new life, what they can become in such a short space of time as well. Oh, honestly, I don't think you've known sweating till you've been here this time of year, fully clothed with a pair of waders on. That's brought back some memories, let me tell you, and it's not even August yet. That's when it was, when I did my work experience, the hottest time, and I just remember how much they were panicking about me, dehydrating, literally melting into the bottom of my waders. So, anyway, I'm going to get some breakfast now, and then we'll take that drive up into the mountains. So, I've just come to, you'll have seen these ponds before, come with Kobayashi-san to take a look round. These were spawned around 20 days ago, Kohaku and Showa. And I believe, would this have been the ponds expected for my fish, Kobayashi-san? Yeah, so the ponds are originally expected for my spawning, which still had Showa go in there, just not mine. And yeah, let's take a look. See, it's a stunning area. We've been over there before with the Jumbo Tosai Kohaku. And here, Kohaku desu ka? Nice.
Get around on that, and you'll see how many fish.
That end. So we have Kohaku in this pond. Oh, look. It's amazing. So in about 10 days time, the first selection is going to be ready. Or they're going to be ready for the first selection. Oh my god, I'm so hooked on this, you can't believe it. So here you can see the lighter patch is the food. Once a day feeding. Absolutely awesome. Here we go, look, KB said this was the end. It's absolutely heaving. You guys will be happy to know it was a good spawning. This is the pond next door. Absolutely heaving. I don't know if you can see that. Were these two ponds the same spawning? Same female, or one? So that's two ponds full. Look at that. It's amazing. Look at them guys. He was just telling me that the Kohaku spawn was that good. They've actually filled 6 ponds in total from the one spawning, and they still had fish left that they had no space for. How crazy is that? Now the pond that were destined, this is the Showa. Set aside for me originally. There it is, look, one of them. You can see them scooting around. I have just had the most phenomenal 30 minutes lesson. It feels like a long time since I've been in this. Just no holding back on managing these ponds throughout these early phases. This is that valuable, super valuable information that leads to the ultimate successes. I'm so grateful to have such amazing teachers, so willing to teach as well. Dreamy. Right now it's no surprise given how shallow they are and how hot it is. The water ambiently at 25 degrees, absolutely perfect. But I just want to remind you all, because when I started all this, when I saw the first video of mud ponds and how it all was, I believe there were these mystical ponds where they put the fish in, they harvested them at some point, and these results were amazing. The actual amount of work, labour, intervention that actually goes into these to get the results that you see a lot of the time is far, far more than you would ever expect. that shocked me during my first work experience, and now seeing even more of the techniques and stuff used, yeah, it's quite something. So a bit later in the afternoon now, we're going to drive up to Yomogihira, to the highest pond, see how my parent fish is doing in that pond. You can probably see, look, weather's changed a little bit. Sun's just dipped behind the clouds. Humidity's really increased because I do believe with a couple of days of rain due in. So when that humidity kicks here, it really is quite brutal. Anyway, let's go and see how she's doing, see if we can catch a glimpse of her. You'll recognise this place by now. Just so I was passing up into the mountains, I thought I'd come and have a look at how they're doing. This is that really, really nerve-wracking part now. See if the eggs are viable. Everything did their job. Time will tell. We're not out of the woods yet. Even though I am still delighted we've got this far. And then next door should seeing signs of those Sankey hatching by now, which I can't see much at the minute. And then of course the heap of Kujaku over there. There you go guys, that's the Sankey look. We have eyes, we have fry, they're coming out. How mad is that? I can actually see them. Right there, look. So cool. That's just awesome. I'm not sure how long these have actually been in here, but they're on the way. So this pond is the one next to, it's just amazing, look, some big toci. Right next to the highest pond's the one right up there. Look at them. You see that over there, look. I'll have a walk around the other side in a minute so you can really see. But there, I won't get to the deck, I've not got my wellies on. So there you are, that's from the other side of the pond, down into the valley. I can't quite place the roads, you can see a couple more ponds in there. Not sure if they're ones I've just driven past or not, but stunning. So, well, is she going to show her face? Fingers crossed, eh? Be nice. They were quite active yesterday when we put her in there, so hopefully they'll play ball. Just gonna have to see whether or not. Actually, I might have my wellies in my boot if I can get to that feeder or not. Let's have a look. There we go. I've got my wellies just in case. However, they're my shorter ones. Oh, here we go. Costs a bit of a lively Shiro. Oh yes, game on. Game on. See two more fish at the feeder there. No doubt if I get a few pellets they'll be well up for it. What a pond this is. But we've got cruising there. Banger of a koaku by the looks of it. Oh, look at that, perfect access on that deck. No wellies required, so let me get up there. Absolutely epic looking Showa cruising there, look. You say if you didn't see it yesterday, this whole pond is home to just 13 koi. My Showa yesterday was the 13th. What he considered his absolute best pond, even over that champion mud pond. that I've shared so much. Oh yes, look at that. Anyway, let's see. We've got that big Sankey straight on it. Shiron Kohaku. Again, don't underestimate the size of what's in here. My shore went in at 80 cm. They're not quite like the toe side. I prefer to get the nose into the base. Making it a bit harder to see. We'll keep baiting this area up a bit, see what we can draw in. So I've just come for a stroll over the other side. And they're all vibing. I can see my Showa there, actually. The rest of the crew, look. There she is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. Obviously enjoying that spot. By the looks of it, got some fresh water running in there as well. How cool is that? Just look at that pond from one end to the other, the length they've got to swim, and really swim. See what that does for the workout, the muscles, the ability to do that, even from end to end, side to side like that. The real way to really build that volume. And proper volume as well, muscle, not fat. You can build fat anywhere. Put them in a small pond and feed them shit food. Look at that though, wow. So she had a pretty eventful day yesterday, so love that, absolutely love that. Anyway, nice to see she's doing well. Yeah, it's always a risk, isn't it? You know, spawning such a heavy time for them, tiring time, stressful time. So many parent fish can die as a result of it, especially with the natural spawning. So nice to see that she's there, she's mixing with the pack as well. Hopefully catch quite a few of them. There was only about the same 5 fish feeding when I did that, so hopefully while I'm here see her feeding, which is also be good and reassuring to see. And yeah, after my little stint this morning with KB, it looks like I might be able to get the first round of the Kohaku selection with them guys while I'm here. So into next week, bearing in mind I've got until the 19th, so I've got 10 more days. Looks like early next week they might be starting that. So I'm going to see if I can just push that. It'd be great to get a bit of that in before I go home as well. So yeah, let's have a look. Tomorrow's day 2 of the eggs. See where we get. Looks like them Sankey. I'm going to find out how long them Sankey have actually been in that net. Oh, certainly since the first afternoon I got here. 3 or 4 days, probably about right. Might have been a day or 2 before, so we'll find out. But lots happening, guys. Lots to keep you enlightened with. I've also had a chat with Coda today. I'm going to one morning going to have a drive around some of his mud ponds for you. Just have a look, see what he's got going on. Not actually started spawning yet either, which is quite interesting. Yeah, and I'm just chatting to a couple of the other guys as well, see what I can squeeze in. So I think for today, that's going to be that one. I'm going to get back. I've got office work to do for back home, and actually preparing to release some more fish on the website, Koi Online website. Got some Tamasaba from these guys, T.N.J, and those Kibi Goshiki Sankis. I believe the lads have got all those photographed, so we're going to plan on how we're releasing them, but you'll be sure to find out. And don't forget, we're running that mega 10k subscriber competition. There's a link in the description if you want to get yourself involved. When we hit 10k, we're going to do that massive prize draw for everybody who's in the mailing list, and then a bonus entry if you're in the text message marketing list as well. So yeah, get that link hit, get in there, and don't forget, guys, help everyone out, get me to that 10k faster, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, I'll catch you for tomorrow's event.